Alright, so if you're watching this, that means things have gotten worse and I've had to go into hiding. Um,
Sorry, that was probably a little bit over dramatic, but hey, you give me a camera and some time, weird stuff probably going to happen. So, these are some strange times we're living in, kind of unprecedented times. And I'm going to give you an assignment, and this is for both anatomy and U.S. history. Since all of the U.S. history people are in anatomy, it's kind of anatomy. And yes, even those of you that probably don't normally do these things, um, trust me on this. This is something you're going to want to do. So I'm in my second half of a half century, so I've been on this planet for 54 years, and this really is something unprecedented. There have been some things that have stood out historically in my lifetime, um, dates that we remember. 1968, we landed on the moon. I was 2, so I don't remember a lot about it, but I do remember that it happened. 74, President Nixon resigned. Again, I was 8. I had a little bit better understanding of what happened, but still not a lot. The Vietnam War was going on. Yeah, it was a daily occurrence on the news, but it really didn't affect day-to-day life. We had, gas crisis, things like that happened, but they really didn't affect day-to-day life. The first real event that affected day-to-day life didn't happen until 2001. 9/11, that definitely affected day-to-day life, but not for long. We went back to normal pretty quickly, unless you lived in directly affected areas. New York City, places like that, took a lot longer to get back to normal. But here in Douglasville, yeah, it was strange for a couple days, but then things went back to normal. This, however, this is different. The whole world is kind of not ground to a halt, but it has definitely slowed. And people are stuck at home. Schools are closed for over a month. So these are definitely historic times. Those other events that I mentioned will get mentioned in history books. They'll get, paragraph, maybe a page or two. This time that you're living in is historical. Yes, every day we're technically living history, but right now you are truly living history. These are things that people are going to ask about. When you're my age, people your age are going to say, so what was it really like when the world shut down for a virus? So here's what I want you to do. And yes, all of you. Even those of you that aren't normally people that do this. This is not something that I would normally do, but it's something that if I were your age, when I was my age, I would wish that I had done it. I want you to keep a journal. It doesn't have to be elaborate. You're not going to have to turn it in. You may be the only person that ever sees it, but I think your grandchildren are going to want to know about it. So keep a journal. Just write down daily events, what you did. You don't have to do it every day. You can do it weekly or whatever. But keep a journal. The things you observed, things you did, what it was like being on house arrest for a month. Some other things you might want to add to it, pictures, videos, other people's stories, maybe record a video diary of just what day-to-day life was to be. You don't really need to turn this in. I do want to see that you did it, but you don't really need to turn it in. Trust me on this one, it's something you're going to want to do, because this is something that's going to be in the history books and get its own section, not just mention. This is a historical thing. You're going to be getting some assignments. I think Mrs. Bowling is going to be emailing out assignments later this weekend. I'll still be posting stuff on the websites, and you may be getting some more videos and have to see me. Now you get to see my living room. My other classes are having to see my kitchen, which is back there. But I didn't really need a whiteboard for this one, so that's why you get my living room instead of the kitchen. So anatomy, you're going to have some terms. I'll be sending out the list of those terms that you have to define. And history, you're going to have some questions first couple days, and then there might be some other stuff later on. I miss all of you. This is just really strange. not being in class with you every day. Hope you're all doing well. I do have office hours on Zoom every weekday morning, 10 to 11. If you ever have any questions, just come in, jump on, say hello, ask me your questions. It doesn't have to be for my classes. If those of you that are in other math classes, you can ask me math questions too, and I'll see if I can help you out with them. Hopefully we'll be back together sometime soon, and y'all be safe.